guys, this is Wreck Frostbite from Steezy Nation, bringing you the Shadows of Evil Easter egg. This is how to help the others and get the calling card. And this is probably one of the harder Easter eggs to do, and the biggest one. So, first thing you'll need is you will have to open the Pack-a-Punch room. And the sooner the better, because you will want to be doing all of this, earlier rounds, or as early as possible, like around 20 or so. So just check the annotation above for our Pack-a-Punch tutorial if you do not know how to open it in round 1 or not. If you do, just skip this part. But you have me here just finishing the ritual and opening the Pack-a-Punch. This next step is actually harder, and I do have a video, but I would just rather explain it again, as my recording wasn't as good as it should be. So you will need to get the swords, and if you don't know how to do it, you will have to get to a train station, preferably Canal first, and you will put your destination to Waterfront. Right there. Activate the train. So this is actually quite a complicated step, because you will need to record 3 different symbols, red, sparkling, or like shiny symbols, and just to make it easier, I will be showing you this. This is, it says round 11, but you should be doing it as early as possible. Right here is the first symbol, and you should memorize. It would help a lot if you just jotted it down on a notepad or anything. This second symbol, you should also try and get it, but you will pass by it again, so don't worry too much about it. You have it right here. See, you might not see it you might not see it properly the first time you go, but anyway, I'll just try to explain it with this drawing right here, the screenshot right here. So as you can see, there's 3 stops. You will be starting at Canal, preferably, and you'll be heading down to Waterfront, and you will have to look out your left window for the 2 symbols. And once you head to Waterfront, you will change the destination to Footlight, and this time you will look out the right side of the windows, looking out for only the second symbol. So basically, in the second ride, you only have to memorize the second symbol. Total of 3 symbols that you will have to input into the mystery box. What am I saying? Into the swords. So yeah, you just activate the train. Costs 500 again. Looking to the right, the same window, and you will see the symbol. We just saw it again. This is a better chance just to get it if you didn't get it the first time. And now you will turn around and you will head to Footlight, and you will see your final symbol. Okay, so once you've seen the last symbol, all you have to do now is head down to the Pack-a-Punch room, and if you haven't opened it, once you've opened it, you just have to get into Beast right here. And as you can see, there's this brick wall that, it doesn't make much sense, it just being there. It actually has symbols, and you will have to zap the corresponding symbols by pressing L1 on the PlayStation 4. Once you zap all 3 symbols, and you should get this right, or else you'll just have to, retry it. As you can see there, all 4 swords are open with the corresponding eggs. All you have to do now is pick up your egg and tell your teammates to pick up their eggs and place it on these 4 statues. So, what I suggest is that you each place it on a different statue. This is the first one, so you just go faster through these, because you just want to finish them as quick as possible. Once you press the egg, you'll just have to kill zombies around it, either by knifing them or shooting them, and their souls will go into the statues. Once you get around 15 zombies or so, you will finish the egg, and you will get this weird sound, just like something's over, and the egg will be shining, and all you have to do is just pick it up and head to the next spot. So right here you have me finishing. The weapon does not have to be Pack-a-Punch, it can be anything, as long as it's not the Wonder Weapon, because that doesn't really kill them, it just sucks them into some hole. Right there. See, right there. It's shining, just pick it up and take it to the next spot. Your friends, once they're done, should also take it to the next spot. This is the second spot. it shouldn't be in no particular order, but as you can see, we probably already finished all 3, so we're all placing the eggs on the same one. And you have me right there finishing. Once you finish, the souls will not come out, so you've done it. Just pick it up and take it to the 3rd spot. So once you actually get to the 3rd spot, there's one in Waterfront, and this is actually the harder of all the eggs. In the earlier rounds, it's not that hard, but in the later rounds, they do show up. There's so many zombies spawn in here, and if a Margwa spawns in here, you're basically screwed. So just watch out, and just make sure you have a strong weapon with you just to kill them all off really quickly. Right, there's the last one, and now all I have to do is head to the last spot, which will be in Canal for me. Overall, it shouldn't take more than 5 rounds maximum, depending on what rounds you're actually doing this. If you're doing it, you should be doing it around round 2. You should be starting it and finishing it by round 5 or 6. So right here, just heading down to Canal. And to open these statues, you actually have to be near the beast. So if you haven't actually found them, it means you actually need to break them with the beast by just knifing it or meleeing it. Right there, finished my egg, picking it up, and now I can actually start upgrading the sword. So now you can actually start upgrading the sword. This is actually harder, a lot harder, I mean. And all you have to do is just go pick up your sword, place the egg, and place it on the swords, and now you'll have the basic sword, but it's not really that good. What you really want is the upgraded sword, which you can only get over a period of 4 rounds, because you can only do each ritual or so in a different round. So what you want to do is you should want to accept the Arch Ovum from your guardian, depending on your character. So my character was actually the boxer, so I had to go to the boxing ring and place the egg on these circular pads. There's 4 around, 1 on each district. The first one I did was on Waterfront because it's closer, and a Margwa will spawn, and the ritual, basically all you have to do is just kill the Margwa. And right here I was just playing around. I actually almost died, but I do end up killing the Margwas. Make sure you do this at the end of the round, just it makes it simpler. And the Margwas will only chase the person that does the ritual, so if you want to call a friend to just help you and kill it, because the Margwa won't hurt him, he'll just hurt you, so it just makes it easier. Right there, the Margwa does get faster after the first head has been blown off. Overall, it's just quite simple if you do it at the end of the rounds. You shouldn't be trying to do this halfway through a round, because it just makes it so much harder, and you don't want to die, because if you die, the ritual just ends and you'll have to restart it again, and you can only actually do a ritual once per round. So it's quite annoying if you want to, actually do the Easter egg as early as possible, and you can't, because you just died. So right there, the Margwa's dead. I am heading to Footlight right here, another Arch Ovum. Your friends, make sure every person does their 1 ritual per round, so you can all get your upgrade sword in 4 rounds. Now 2 Margwas actually spawn, and Margwas just start increasingly. The 3rd one, 3 will spawn, and the 4th one, 2 to 3 will also spawn again, but you'll never get 4. Right here you can just, Bahamut is a really good weapon for this. Just headshots them, kills them in 2 shots around. Killed both of them, and now the egg is half done. Going to the 3rd ritual spot, placing it, and I think now actually only 2 spawns, so I got lucky. Make sure you can only actually do the ritual when nobody else is doing it, so you'll have to take turns. So these rounds are actually quite prolonged, because it just takes so long to actually kill these Margwas, and 4 players need to do it 4 times. Just killing Margwas 16 times, which it just takes a long time, even though it is easy. So just make sure you just, be patient and just finish it off. Right here, I was doing it halfway through a round. Probably not the smartest thing. I could have died, but it's just because I had the wonder weapon, it just made it that simpler. And all you really have to do now is just kill off the final Margwas and head to the final ritual for the Arch Ovum. Right here, I am done with it. Just killing off the last zombie. and the last head, and I'm gonna place the arch of him now in the junction, which is my last spot. Again, I did it halfway through a round. Not the smartest thing. Probably, I was quite lucky just to get 2 Margos again. And just this gun is just absolutely amazing. So I just keep, just basically just raping these Margos. Right here, just about to kill another head. And I'm sorry that this part might be quite boring, but you really have to do it. It is necessary that you all have the upgraded swords to actually start the ritual. So these are the first steps, but you're not actually starting it. Right there, I'm actually done with the ritual. Oh no, actually there's one left. Turn around, shoot it, and once you're done, or finally done, after 4 rounds, you go back to your guardian and you accept the reborn sword, which would be on fire. So this sword is much better than the other one. You just can kill zombies so much easier. If you press L1, it actually goes on by itself. Once you actually have the sword, you will want to get this book and press square on it to levitate that book in Nero's Lander that you just saw for a second there. Then you will want to head down to the backup punch room, and you will see a flag around here once the round ends. Right about here. You want to pick up the flag and make sure you do this at the end of the round, because an infinite amount of meatballs and flying little shits will spawn at you, and they'll try to kill you. So what you want to do is you just want to place the flag in any of these spots. There will be 2 spots, with lightning bolts coming out of the ground in each district. One in the junction, one in canal, one in waterfront, and one in footlight, and each containing 2 different spots. So we started off at footlight, and this is really hard because you have the Shadow Man actually trying to destroy the flag and all these meatballs. You want to make sure you have little Arnies for this, and the Wonder Weapon, just to keep them all off. We didn't actually have the Wonder Weapon in this game, so it's quite annoying. We only got him in like round 25. Ray gun is really useful for shooting down, the Shadow Man. Throw down all the little Arnies you have, and you will get the max ammo once the flag is done in that spot, so don't worry about ammo. Again, place it in the next spot, throw all your Arnies, waste all your ammo if you have the Wonder Weapon, and just spray it. You should probably assign 1 player to take care of the Shadow Man, just to look out for him, because he just does spawn in these weird spots, and if he does get 1 shot, even though it takes a long time, if he gets 1 shot at the flag, he will kill you. Not kill you, but he will destroy your flag. If a player dies while doing this ritual, the ritual will end and you won't get your max ammo. If they destroy your flag, you'll have to get it at the next round, and you won't get the max ammo, so that's quite annoying. Once you've done both spots, you want to bring them to the guardian of that district, and you want to place it in front and just charge him up. So once you're done charging him up, you will get another max ammo. The flag will spawn back at the pack-a-punch room, and another Margot will spawn just to kill you, and the round will just continue as normal. So you'll have to wait another round to do the next district. Right here we do waterfront, charging it up, and basically once you've done all 4 districts, you want to get down to the pack-a-punch room and press square on your guardians to charge them up into attack mode, and they will actually break the Shadow Man's shield. So this is when we're actually killing it. The first time you almost never successful at it. You just have to shoot it. So we were quite unlucky, because to make sure you have the ray gun, but, it's really hard to shoot him in the first time because he's not weak enough. Make sure you just press it again and just start spamming all the guardians just so they can take down his shields. The Wonder Weapon is really useful. And also all these perks, for example, this one I had right here, Now You See Me, just so they wouldn't see me, and I'm actually the one that does end up killing it because of this gobblegum. So again, it's just really useful. Yeah, somebody will probably end up dying. Just max ammos will spawn also, so don't worry. But make sure you have gobblegums like Phoenix up to bring all your friends up, and killing time would make it a lot easier just to kill because it actually freezes all zombies, including the Shadow Man, meaning you can just shoot it that much faster. Right here we have the little Arnie's distracting them and just setting up all the guardians just to kill off the Shadow Man. Last guardian that I'm going to set up right here. Throw little Arnie to distract the Margwas. And you just want to spam the shots again. Make sure you get him right now. Right there. Use my Now You See Me just to distract them. And just spawn. And he will get closer and closer to the table. And you just want to press square, even though we did fail here. So we're going to have to go for another time. Overall, this is a frustrating step, probably the hardest step, because the first time we did this, we took like 2 hours to get to this step, and we just died, so that was really, really frustrating. It's the part where you just scream at all your friends, but just don't worry, just make sure one of you survives. You have Phoenix up just to make sure you keep all your perks, little Arnie's, max ammo, the wonder weapon, and once you just get him at a good shot, you just keep shooting at him, tell all your friends to shoot him, and you will actually pushing him back to the table right here, and you just have to click square when he's on top of this table, and there you have it. Like, all the Margwas will be destroyed, and you just kill the Shadow Man. Not that hard. The round will continue, and that huge worm will spawn. So now the final step is you actually have to kill the worm. So every 30 seconds or so, your screen will flash red, and that means you're poisoned. You'll have to get to a white spot just to save yourself. And once you actually kill a Margwa, you can actually go into beast mode. So you have to kill a Margwa to get into beast mode, and this beast mode is infinite. So now this part, you should listen closely, because once you actually kill the Margwas, you should all get into beast mode except one player. Each player will have to be situated at a different train station, and one player should not be in beast mode. Just to make sure, beast mode is infinite, so just make sure the only way you can die is by stepping on these purple smokes and getting actually beaten by Margwas, because they will follow even though you are in beast mode. So again, one player in each train station ready to zap this box that I'm about to show on screen. And one player will actually call the train and head into beast mode really quickly just to shoot his respective box, while the last player, or me, I'm going to stand right at the center and shoot all the guardians. There you have the box, which you're supposed to shock. So once you call the train, everybody should just spam the shock button and shock everything. Shock the box, while I actually shock the 3 guardians. So just make sure when the train does hit the gummy worm, you just want to shock every single guardian and make sure all the tracks are actually shining blue, meaning that this is actually going to work. So right there, it was taking a long time, but we actually end up doing it. The last track is shining now, and all the guardians are killing it. And there you have it, the cutscene. So I'm actually going to skip this cutscene because I don't want to ruin it for you. Hope you guys liked it. This was actually quite difficult to bring it to you. You do get a calling card, really cool calling card, called Apocalypse Averted. You finish the Dark Ops challenge. So for those of you that are really close to unlocking everything, this is quite cool. It's quite a cool calling card, and I hope you guys like this video. Please like, subscribe, and just keep watching. This has been Wreck Frostbite from CZ Nation, bringing you the Easter egg and how to help the others. See you guys. That's also optional. You want to break that box, which will get you the orb, and you want to turn this on, which will make the crane drop the first piece.